I was waiting for the intro.
I'm back.
I thought.
Max power mode was not possible. I did check.
Oh,
Cool.
Right.
Pick a side, yeah. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side, yeah. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side, yeah. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side, yeah. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid. Pick a side. Pick a side, just pick a side, stupid.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Pick a Side Stupid. This week, we are talking about traveling the world, something that I think we all wish we could do right now. But, our plans maybe have been set back a little bit because of certain circumstances, maybe certain hoaxes that are happening in the world right now. And we're all kind of just sitting in place. So I have a bunch of my friends here, some really funny people that are going to debate questions about traveling. And we don't have any categories this week. We're just going to go through a bunch of questions, and because I wasn't able to prepare as I would normally like, but I'm just happy to be seeing my friends. So let's go around the room and say hi to everybody. We'll start with Chloe because her battery's getting low and I want to make sure to talk to her before she gets kicked off. Hey, Chloe, how's it going? We got Chloe Cunha.
Hello. Yeah, for those tuning in who are a little confused, my power went out like 10 minutes before showtime. So this is spooky candlelit edition. Also, my front camera is a little blurry because I just had it repaired and I'm pretty sure they did something wrong. So there's a lot going wrong on my end right now, and I'm at 22% battery. So I don't know how long I'll last, but hi.
Yeah, I think it's great. It's not a bad way to be on screen. Like if I was going to be having my picture taken, I want not a lot of light on me and also very blurry so that people can't tell what I
Yeah,
look
I'm
like.
feeling appropriately spooky for Halloween. I'm just ready to be someone's nightmare. So I'm excited.
Yeah, nice. All right. Well, at midnight, you get your chance to be somebody's nightmare, I guess. So, and we also have our friend May Keith with us. Hey, May, what's happening?
Hey, Sean, what's going on?
Not much since I saw you last night. So I feel like we did our trivia show Thursday nights, and not a lot has happened since then. But I'm glad to see you again.
Yeah, it's good to see you, Chloe. I love the blurry dark picture. Always makes me think of Bigfoot, so I'm a big fan. Love it.
Yeah, it's great. So you wrote a lot of the questions for this show tonight, so I'm going to try to avoid giving you your own questions, May.
Sounds good.
All right. We also have our friend Sean Rosa with us. Hey, Sean.
hello.
How's it going?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. You've kind of taken this as your pose for Zoom shows, I think. Every time I've seen you on a Zoom show, you kind of
Yeah.
do this thing.
Yeah, I'm very very good at presenting myself as posing when I'm just sleepy.
That's good. It's working. I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get into some fun questions with you later too. We also have Katie Baker with us. Hey, Katie.
Hi. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fantastic. Yeah, I've got tigers on my shirt, which
Nice.
and I've got San Jose in the background because that's where I would have been if there wasn't. Anyway, hi. Hello.
Yeah, it's great to see you. And I think you won the last debate that we had. So you're
Yes,
you're
I
defending
did.
champion right now.
Yeah.
We also have our friend Nick Martucci with us. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Sean.
I didn't mean to get to you right as you're taking a bite of something. but-
No, done, swallowed. Everything's good.
Great. Well, it's good to see you.
What was that?
It's great to see you.
It is great to see you too.
Thanks, buddy. Did you have any big plans for traveling this year that you missed out on because of the pandemic or what?
No, luckily, when I make plans, it's real last minute, so I didn't have anything to cancel by the time things got started.
Well, that's great. Just
it was
like
only March. I hadn't had time to plan the year yet.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm glad you didn't miss out on anything.
Everything's great.
Yeah, things are perfect. We also have our very good friend Zach Jones with us. Hey, Zach.
Jones.
Okay, he just waved his hands in the air, but is kind of like agreeing. He didn't say any words though.
Oh, I was muted. My fault.
Well, hi.
I know how Zoom works. I'm not old.
All right. Well, now that we know you're not old, let's say hi to Wayne Maston. Hey, Wayne. Totally unrelated.
Yeah, I'm not old either.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You're the first one on this meeting.
Oh yeah?
We know you know how Zoom works.
Yep.
So you got the hat on. You got some snow up there in Boston, but you're prepared.
Yeah, I was out shoveling it today. It was a pain. I didn't expect it, but maybe it took trick-or-treaters down, that and the COVID.
Yeah. So Wayne,
All that chocolate for me to eat.
Wayne, you've done a lot of traveling, right?
Yeah.
What's the furthest that you've traveled?
Probably the farthest is to Japan, Okinawa.
Yeah. Was that also your favorite trip?
No, I hated it.
Oh, okay.
I really hated the Orient. My favorite trip was when I went to Germany.
Germany. Okay.
I lived there for 3.5 years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Was this on a military base?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, both places.
Okay.
The Okinawa was very hot, very humid. The whole time I was there, we couldn't drink the water because we had water rationing. So we only had water every other day, and the water had to run for more than a day for it to be drinkable. So,
Yeah, that does sound like actually kind of a bad trip. So I'm gonna say that's fair. We also have our friend Travis with us tonight. Hey, Travis, what's happening?
Evening.
How are you?
Doing pretty good.
And you guys haven't gotten any snow there yet either, huh?
Nah.
No.
Yeah, no, we're good.
You
Never
do
been
any, do you got any plans to travel soon or what?
No, I usually be last minute with it, but I mean, I went farthest. I went to China too, and some of the same things he was saying about
Oh, really?
water and all that. Not to punch down on the Asias.
Yeah, they're getting the.
But it was
tough end
hot,
of the stick
and the water
tonight
was
so
bad.
far. So,
Yeah.
But
I went to Jamaica though. Jamaica was dope. So that's,
yeah, I haven't been there either. I haven't done a lot of traveling, but it sounds like fun. Up until tonight, everybody I ever heard talk about Japan said that they loved it there, but they also were not on a military base. So who knows? Okay. Hey, we got some debate questions to get into. And I think we should start with May Keith and Chloe Cunha because, again, I want to get Chloe on the show before her phone battery dies.
12% battery. Let's go, baby.
Oh my God. Chloe, that gives me such bad anxiety. If my phone gets below 40, I start freaking out.
I'm really hoping that I get cut off in the middle of a sentence. That's my fervent dream. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right. So, May, do you want to go first or second here?
I'll go first.
First, okay. So
Your strategy going first because you're hoping my battery will be out by the time it's my run.
Running out the
okay.
clock.
This question is from Zach Jones.
Zach Jones.
So he says, what's the more disorienting thing about being in the UK? Is it cars being on the wrong side of the road, or paying for things in coins?
Well, I have been poor, so I know how to pay for things in coins. That's a pride that you gotta swallow early on in life. So it's not that disorienting, but yeah, cars driving on the wrong side, it's more disorienting than you would think, because when you go to look both ways before you cross the street, which as a safety and rule following enthusiast, I always do, you got to look the other way. It's weird. It takes a lot to get used to. Paying for stuff in coins, that's just good sense. And actually my grandmother, God rest her soul, I always think about her around Halloween because she was one of those people that gave out pennies to kids, which is absurd, absolutely absurd. But yeah, so you pay for stuff in coins. That's not just a British person thing. That's British plus poor people. Time.
Okay, I'll tell you what paying in coins also is. It's very old-timey. And I don't know if you could tell, but I'm a little traumatized by my old-timey experience. There's the candles that I need to see. I don't want that. I want to pay for everything in giant $100 bills. Okay, I don't want any coins with like some sad queen's face on it, you know, with like Queen Elizabeth the butt. I don't know. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Cars, I don't care which direction they go in. I don't drive. Listen, I don't care, you know. And also, I think it's nice for lefties, you know. For once, they get to have an advantage. I don't know how cars work. Listen, I'm in Candlelight. I feel like I'm a hostage, and this is my veiled message to the world to please save me. Look, if you really respect me, then you will stop using coins immediately, because you know what's bad? Coinstar. Coinstar related to energy. Energy, a big problem right now for me because I don't have any in my house.
Yeah, Coinstar, you're right. Don't use them. They take a cut. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot more than when you use the little paper rolls for your quarters and your nickels that my mama, God rest her soul, used to also give me to put my little pennies and nickels and such in. And you know what's even more old-timey than paying in coins is paying in paper cash. Like, who is cash anymore? You either pay with like the $67 that you have available on your debit card, or you use coins. $100 bill, that's crazy money, Chloe. That's crazy. I do think, this is like an aside, but I do think that you can pull off the old-timey, like Victorian woman, powerful sorceress woman in a way. And this is working for you.
Thank you. It's true. I do feel very spooky. Look, I'm not saying I have $100 bills, but I would like some. You know, if somebody were like, hey, here's a couple $100 bills, are you gonna be like, no, I'm credit only? I don't think so, okay? And listen, if we're gonna go old timey, then I wanna go really old timey. I want to exchange a bottle of gin for a couple dozen squirrel pelts, okay? Let's go burger economy.
All right.
Well, hey, 10% battery.
A lot of good points here, but who will win? Will it be May or Chloe? Will you vote on the arguments, or who you think will still be here in 10 minutes when it's time to argue again? Who knows? But it's up to you to vote. So go into the description right underneath the video here on YouTube and click on the link where it says Pick a Side Stupid #poll, and you can vote for either Chloe or May. And in a couple seconds, I'll close the poll and we'll see how you guys voted. And, you know, we'll see who's moving on to the next round. And while we're waiting, I could ask a fun little trivia question from last night's show. And let's see who I could ask this. Let's ask Wayne, because Wayne's been around the world. Oh, here's a fun question from May. May asked this last night. Wayne.
Yes.
I'm going to give you 4 options. It's a multiple choice question. So, which country has the largest pyramid in the world? Is it A, Mexico, B, Egypt, C, Geneva, Genovia, or D,
Genovia. Yeah.
or D, the USA? What do you think, Wayne?
I think it's probably one of those Mayan things down in Yucatan in Mexico. It's my
That's
guess.
correct. It's in Mexico.
Yeah.
Good job. I do get a little nervous asking Wayne questions because he's the one guy that caught me when I was wrong when I wrote one of these. And you know, I don't know, May might do better. May might be more diligent, but I usually just Wikipedia stuff.
So, May, I was wondering if you could tell me who the president of Genovia was.
Oh,
So actually, the princess of Genovia is Princess Mia Thermopolis. Thank you very much.
Very famous.
A very famous movie.
That is crazy. Mia thermometer. Okay. Is that not thermometus?
It's
Is that
Thermopolis, I think.
Thermopolis? Okay.
It's played by Anne Hathaway in the movie Princess Diaries.
Oh, okay. That, now I see. Okay.
A movie I can't watch because I have no power. Reminding everyone.
All right. Well, the votes are in, and you guys voted for the winner of this round, which is going to be Chloe Cunha.
Why?
Maybe they're...
Why did you do this to me?
I voted for you, Chloe.
No.
They're just waiting to see if your battery
Y'all
is
voted.
still around when.
Gotta go. I like need. What if I need my camera, my phone later? What am I doing? Why am I here? What is existence? Oh God. Okay, let's move on. Keep going. Keep
You're
going.
gonna have to live by candlelight for the night, I think.
Oh,
You can
geez.
follow the theme of travel and send everybody a postcard with your debate on it.
Yeah.
That might be fun.
All right.
If it makes you feel any better, we lost power today. A tree fell down, took out a chunk of wire. They had it back up and running in less than an hour and a half.
Yeah, it should be fine. And also, the longer we talk between debates,
Try
the
to
less
plug it into
likely
my
Chloe will
laptop.
be here when we get back to her.
Her phone's gonna get to 1%, and then the power's gonna cut on right when it says cutting off.
Yeah.
Have your charger nearby.
All right. Our next debate is between Sean Rosa and Katie Baker. So, hey, Sean. Hey, Katie. Sean, do you want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay, great. So, Katie, your question, because we're just going down the list here. Your question is from Steve Albert, and he asks, if you successfully traveled back in time to the Great Depression, would you rather be a stowaway on a boat or a boxcar jumping hobo?
Oh, I think I would rather be a boxcar jumping hobo because I have an affinity for trains and train track related things. And if I'm gonna be a hobo, I think I'd be more in my, as much as I'm okay with the water, being confined to a boat and not having the freedom to just like, maybe I'll take a snooze by the tracks tonight. Whereas you couldn't do that in the ocean, and like that, there's the thrill of it. It's like from jumping from one to another rather than the months of boredom of not being able to do things. So I'm going to live wild and dangerously and go with boxcar jumping hobo. Time.
Look, if I'm gonna go back in time to be a hobo, it's because I don't want to work, and jumping from train to train sounds like a lot of work. Why would I do that when I can just hide on a boat? Boats are big, nobody's ever gonna find me. Just sail the seas, see the world. You can only, trains only go so far. You're only gonna see, you're just gonna go from dust bowl to dust bowl, and there's no dust in the ocean. Just go in the ocean. Time.
But For people like me, I on occasion experience seasickness when I'm out in the water, and so that you wouldn't have to worry about that with trains. Like if you did just like fall and get hit by a train, that'd be quick. Whereas seasickness, it's like nasty, and I guess like the cure for it, you have to like tie a piece of pork fat to a string and swallow it and pull it out, and that'll like make that's like the alternative. So fuck that. I'm going trains. Time.
Yeah, you did. I mean, you just have to get your sea legs under you. I mean, nobody ever gets their train legs under them. I don't. There's rats on trains. There's trains on trains. I don't know. As much as I want to like trains, I don't like them as much as I just want to be on a boat. I just want to be on a boat.
Time. All right. So hey, a lot of good points here, and it's going to be up to the audience to vote for their favorite. So go into the link below on YouTube. There's a link right underneath. Pick a side, stupid #poll, and you can vote for Sean or Katie. And while we're talking about ways to travel, I think we have some trivia questions about how to travel. So I will ask that now of Zach Jones. Zach, oh boy.
Yes.
This is a question that May wrote, and I don't think that I heard this question last night. I'm just reading it now, and I think I should ask it. So Zach, your question is, railroads were invented in the early 1800s and quickly became an easy way to travel the world. What was one of the major concerns people had about this technological wonder? And your options are, A, they thought the high speeds would make a woman's uterus fall out. B, they thought the iron tracks would poison the ground, killing livestock. C, they thought it was a government ploy to spread the Spanish flu. Or D, they thought trains were releasing chemtrails.
When in doubt, when you're getting a history question, always go with whatever's the most sexist option. So it's the fact that they thought that it would make women's uteruses go out of whack.
Yeah, that's right. The answer is A. And now that I'm reading it, I do remember May asking this last night.
I asked Lloyd.
Yes, Lloyd, yeah. And did Lloyd get it?
I think he did. No, I don't think he did. He didn't want to say that one. It was too sexist.
He didn't want to say it. His compulsion to respect the ladies was overpowering, and he was not able to say that their uteruses would fall out.
Oh wow.
Uteri. I thought it was uteri.
You probably.
To be fair, when you ride the MBTA, it might as well feel like it's about to fall out.
Yeah, I remember reading something like someone once said, way back in the 1800s, like, oh, if man were to ever move faster than 30 miles an hour, their skin would fly off.
Yeah, that's, who knows? All right. Well, the results are in, and our winner this round is Katie Baker. So Katie will be moving on. And we have another matchup coming up right now between Zach Jones and Wayne Maston. So Zach, you'll be able to choose whether you go first or second here.
I'll go second.
Second, okay. Wayne, your question is from May Keith. It is an important one, and she wants to know, what's the better outdated travel method? Is it hot air balloon or horseback ride?
I think I'm going to have to say hot air balloons. Mm-hmm. Although I'm really impressed with horses because, they can defecate while they're running at top speed. And that just impresses the hell out of me. but I don't really want to be having to clean up after that mess. So I think I want to go in a hot air balloon. I'll get up there and do that around the world in 80 days thing, and be able to, meet up with interesting people and have interesting discussions as I sail in and out of the world's capitals. Hopefully I won't get attacked by anything like a giant eagle or anything like that, or an osprey maybe. But if that happens, that would be part of that great world travel adventure. It's like, when you get on an airplane and you sit outside the terminal for 2.5 hours and they have to de-ice your plane 3 or 4 times because you're waiting on snow. Just like I'm sure that's happened to people at Logan today. But, these things happen.
Okay, so the hot air balloon is outdated, but like it's outdated in the way that like something like the Palm Pilot is outdated. Like it sucked and we made a better version of what it was trying to do. We moved on from the hot air balloon. The hot air balloon is a basket and some fire and a canvas. That's not any way to do anything. That's terrifying. Horses, we built our society off of horses. They got us places. There was the Pony Express. I assume they were horses. They weren't really ponies, I'm guessing. And yeah, there were like a whole like could you imagine like knights riding through the air in hot air balloons to the world was made on horses. Horses are the true masters of the planet, and they can see into your soul if they look into your eyes. Thank you. That's my time.
Well, the first thing I want to say about horses is that horses are like cattle in the amount of methane that they produce. So they're a negative greenhouse gas thing. So let's do as little as possible with those horses. Second thing I'd like to say about hot air balloons, if you've ever been to Albuquerque, New Mexico over Labor Day, you can see their hot air balloon rally. They have 80 to 100, maybe more balloons. They have balloons shaped like Mr. Peanut before he died and after he was magically resurrected. They have all kinds of them.
Okay, I would love to do something about the horses, but as I previously stated, they are in control of the planet. We can't do anything about it. We just have to accept that horses are in charge here. But the hot air balloon. So the coolest thing you can do with hot air balloons is just bring a bunch of them to the same place. That's not very impressive. You can collect anything.
Time. All right, great. So that was Zach Jones, and Wayne Maston. So head into the link below and vote for your favorite, whether it's Zach or Wayne. I think I know who Christopher McIntosh is going to vote for. Seems to be a fan of one of these two gentlemen. And let's hope that he votes his heart here. Okay, and hey, Henry Ford once famously said, if I asked the customers what they wanted, they would have asked for 2 dead horses in a chest freezer. That's what Dan tells us here. I don't know if that quote's accurate, but I believe it, All right, so let's do a little trivia question while we wait for the votes to roll in. And speaking of hot air balloons, we've got a hot air balloons question here. So let's ask Katie Baker what she thinks the answer is here. Yeah, Katie. So your question is, what was the most common cause of a fatal crash in hot air balloon rides in the U.S. between the year 2000 and 2011? And I'm going to give you 4 options here. And just to clarify for your own well-being here, it's not like thousands of people died in hot air balloon crashes in that time. 5 people total died in the U.S. in hot air balloon rides between 2000 and 2011. But which was the most common cause? Was it bees, or I should say Option A is bees. Option B is lightning. Option C is other hot air balloons, you know. Or option D, power lines.
I'm trying to think because I immediately just want to like imagine it as being negligence or something of like you just like be leaning over or be doing something. I'd feel like I want to go with power lines because I feel like that seems like something that could be or almost it's almost like lightning could be like it's almost like too obvious. So I'm gonna put my vote ticket on power lines.
That's correct. Power line
Yes!
was the most common one. And you know, it's like that seems like it would be low for them to crash into, but I guess, you know, not always great pilots in those things, I suppose.
Power lines, huh?
Power line.
line?
Yeah.
I was option B, not B's. I was option B,
Right?
not B's.
Confusing.
I should have made BB. You're right. Chloe, look outside and see if there's a hot air balloon in your power lines. No, that's not what happened.
I think that might be it. Actually,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So let's see how everybody voted between Zach and Wayne and who will be moving on to the next round. And oh boy, if you're looking at the screen right now where you voted, you might see that we have an exact tie.
Bam, 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 bam.
I don't know how this could happen. I think it just goes to show that there's no fraud in the votes here. You know, nobody was able to vote twice. So I think, you know, what I got to do is just ask a quiz question, and whoever answers it first will move on. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you the multiple choice. You just tell me the answer. Okay.
All right.
Whoever gets it first. Okay. The first commercial airline was founded in 1909. What type of ship did they use to transport passengers?
Zeppelin.
That's correct.
Friendship.
So Zach will be moving on. Thanks for playing, Wayne. It's a great matchup. There's no way any of us could have chosen between the two of you and split. All right, next matchup, we got Nick Martucci and Travis Tellerian. Nick, would you like to go first or second here?
I'll go second.
Okay, Travis, your question is going to be, let's see. All right. Oh, this is a fun one from May Keith. She says, you've been cursed to stay in one location forever. That sounds like too real right now, but let's just would you rather be locked inside the Great Pyramids or the Museum of Science in Boston?
Definitely the Great Pyramids. As a black man, the pyramids, Egypt is you know, part of the black man's culture. I was a Blackula or African American Eula, but you guys, nobody had stuff, so I put my stuff to the side to not embarrass myself. But yeah, science people, you know, you got the people lobbying, say this is good science, this is bad science. What was Trump's shot that he took? I don't know if I can trust that all the way, but I know Egypt, you know, where my folks is around there. So like, yeah, black people, Blackula, and you can't spell travel with the first three letters of travel without the first three letters of Travis. So Egypt, of course. You know what I'm saying? Time.
I would rather be trapped in the Museum of Science in Boston because I believe that we need, if I'm going to survive, I want to be around like a working ecosystem. I want to be around something that I know is going to support me. The one thing I know about the Museum of Science is that it's alive. The one thing I know about everything inside of the pyramids in Egypt is that they are dead or seed or something. Was that what Ben Carson was talking about that one time? They're just full of like grain or something, the pyramids. That would be good, but he's an idiot. So instead, they're full of the death of our past. I want to be in a place with cool experiments I can do, with a working bathroom system, with vending machines. Like it could be most. Speaking as somebody currently locked in a building outside Boston, it's a step up from where I'm at right now. Egypt's hot. I won't survive. I need a nice circulating air system in the place that I'm going to die. Bury me inside the Museum of Science.
No, the Museum of Science is just like an entertainment thing. It's kids go there and look at static electricity, all that. But it is dead. But just like Night of the Museum, same thing. Archaeologists, paleontologists, same thing. There's probably some shit that's dead, and then you come in there and it's like, oh shit, look at this dope shit that's alive now. It's not all dead. Science stuff is just whatever the people that work in there, how they could sell tickets to get you to come in there. The Egypt thing, you're gonna find something new every day. Like, oh, look at this sarcophagus, look at this. I feel like Ross. I'm digging up this stuff. Like, I don't know, like, you know, like I'm kind of awkward, but I'm kind of funny sometimes. So it's like, yeah.
For what I've learned of 100 years of movies, anything that comes alive inside of pyramid is going to kill me. Like that's the whole point. That's the mummy. That's attacking. And I'm not even like I'm the colonizer. I get killed first. I don't survive anywhere when the past has risen to take revenge. They look at me and think, yeah, that's right, revenge. No, I'm gonna stick around and have to move, 2.5 miles away. That's fine.
All right, so a lot of good points here, and of course it's going to be up to the audience to vote and decide who wins. So go into the link below where it says pickasidestupid.com #poll and vote for either Travis or Nick. I think I would probably stay at the Museum of Science in Boston because I'm pretty sure there's like a Dunkin' Donuts in there, and I don't think there's one in the Great Pyramids.
Trying to swing the votes. Oh, I see. After that colonizer comment, okay.
I feel like that helps Travis's argument because, like, I've never seen a mummy kill a black person, so I'm like, he's right. He put the good argument. I'm just saying.
All you gotta do is be a main character. All you gotta do is be a main character, and you're good.
There you go.
All right. While people vote, let's do another little quiz question here. And this is a fun one. Let's ask Sean Rosa because Sean Rosa is he went to school for music, so he should know this. An important travel music question. Sean, which band was the first to perform on all 7 continents, including Antarctica? And your options are the Beatles, Metallica, the Spin Doctors, or Smash Mouth.
Ooh, I don't think it was the Beatles. I don't think they were experimental, but I don't know that they were Antarctica experimental. Metallica, it sounds like they could be it's possible. Spin Doctors, I don't know. I think even the Penguins realize that the Spin Doctors suck. I'm gonna say Metallica.
It was Metallica, which I think that we were all kind of surprised by. I thought it was gonna be Smash Mouth, and that's what I thought. That was what their song was. The one where they say "Might as well be walking on the sun." It's like Antarctica. It's all so bright, that walking around on there, you might as well.
There's like a big difference between the two, right? You know that.
Between what?
Antarctica and the sun.
I don't know. Is there?
Tomato.
All right. So the votes are in, and a very close call here, but our winner by 1 vote is Travis. So Travis is moving on.
Wakanda forever.
Next to the next round. All right, cool. So we got 4 comics left. Let's do it. So the first matchup of the second round will be Zach Jones and Chloe Cunha
Woo.
I have thrilling news. I found my portable battery that I use for Pokemon Go. And it was a full charge. So I'm at 17% going strong, baby.
All
Woo!
right.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it.
Happy.
You know what? We're gonna make it.
Don't
Gonna
call it
make
a
it.
comeback.
Yeah.
I have no advantages.
Zach, do you want to go first or second here?
I'll go second.
Okay.
All right. I'm
Um,
thrilled to go first because I'm still a little nervous, that
Yeah.
suddenly my battery will die. Okay, here we go. I'm
All right,
ready.
Chloe.
Ready, world.
Your question is from Ethan Diamond, and he asks, if you're stranded in Mexico and you are trying to rent a car to get back home, but unfortunately your license expired while you were on vacation, are you going to in order to persuade them, are you going to try tears or a bribe?
I mean, truthfully, I'm probably just gonna run home. I can't drive, so, but I'll be honest. I'm a white lady. I know that my tears are powerful weapons. I'm gonna use the tears. I'm gonna use them. This is like using them in a benign way because it doesn't hurt anybody. It just helps me. And the salt, hopefully will have nice, like rejuvenating properties on my skin. I gotta say, I don't know if candlelight is good for your skin, but I actually feel very dewy right now. I feel very nice. But I think I'm gonna go with the tears. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be like, please listen, I can't drive. You really shouldn't be giving me a license, but but please, I'm gonna run out of breath if I run. So help me out, pal. And I don't think it'll work, but that's what I'm gonna do. That's the weapons I have allotted to me. Bribes, I don't have money. I mean, I know I was talking about fictional $100 bills either, but all I have really are these thousands upon thousands of coins.
I mean, I was going to say that your tears probably wouldn't work, but you said it for me, so you took that point away from me. Yeah, this is. I'm stranded. There's probably I didn't wander upon some strange place. This is probably I'm probably pretty close to like a main road, and this is just this guy sees people crying every day because they're stranded. Listen, money is what talks. I'm gonna give that guy some money. I don't, also, what am I gonna do? Fill out a form? I don't speak Spanish. I would have my date of birth under my, eye color, and I can't do any of that stuff correctly. But I can speak the language of money.
Listen, the question didn't say which method is most effective. It was which method are you going to use? And I'm going to use my tears. And it's going to fail pretty much immediately. I'll be like, ooh, that's a good thing. You know what? It's a good thing those guys have such good integrity because I really can't drive. And then I'm going to go to a gay bar. There must be some. I'll figure it out. I'll Google it. In this scenario, I have a phone that's not at 17% battery. And I'm going to find a cute lady. I'm going to wink at her. Winking, universal language. Everybody knows a wink. We're going to have some knowing exchanges because that's what lesbians do. And she'll drive me home.
Yes, you want to pick the one that's going to work. That is the point of the whole thing. No, not to say which one you're going to do. It's not when people go to vote, they're not like, well, this asshole acts more like me, and so even though he sucks, I should vote for him. That's not how you should do. That's not the point of any of this. They do it, but they shouldn't. Don't give me that face, Sean. Man.
God. All right. Hey, a lot of good points here. A lot of good.
So third party's bad then. Third party's bad.
Yeah, I mean, that was the third party option, was going to a bar and trying to get somebody else to.
Yeah, well, it probably would work better for me. I mean, listen, if everybody does it, is all I'm saying. If everybody does it,
look, I get it. I voted for Jill Stein, but did it get me anywhere?
Oh.
Okay. So hey, I couldn't possibly choose anybody here. So go into the Pick a Side Stupid polling site right below where it says Pick a Side Stupid #poll in the description on YouTube, and vote for your favorite here, whether it's Chloe or Zach. And hopefully we don't have another tie, because then I'd have to ask them another trivia question to see who would move on. But as we're doing that, maybe we should do another trivia question, because the last one was really a lot of fun. Okay, here's one for Nick Martucci. Which place sees the most visitors every year? Is it A, the Great Pyramid of Giza? Is that right? Close enough.
Yeah, good.
B, the world's largest ball of twine. C, the Great Wall of China. Or D, Disney World.
D is always the joke answer, but that's the most logical answer, and I don't like how you're playing this game. Like, it's either that. Where is the largest ball of twine? Like, what state?
I think Nebraska, maybe Kansas.
No, if it was a coastal city, I think maybe that would have a better shot. I'm gonna go with Disney.
Okay, and the correct answer is Disney World. Yes.
Fuck you.
Is the twine in the UK? The twine can't be in America.
Nope, it's in Kansas.
It's in Kansas?
Yeah, pretty sure it is.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, I think it's Kansas, or it's Kansas. Yeah.
Yeah, they still have twine in Kansas.
Well, I don't know where.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but my power's back. I'm so happy.
funny Wizard of Oz reference that I can't think of, but right here. That's what I think.
Yeah, well, hey, crazy that the power just came back on, because our audience has voted Chloe Cunha the winner of this past round also.
It was the power of prayer.
So
thank you, my adoring fans.
Moving on. So our next matchup is between Travis Solarian and Katie Baker. So Travis, you'll choose whether you go first or second here.
Second. First.
Second.
Second.
Katie, your question is from Aaron Saunders. So Aaron asks, which is worse, a long flight with strangers or cross-country road trip with relatives?
I'm gonna say cross-country road trip with relatives, because I love my family, but I get real agitated real quick, and just either way, I'm gonna be annoyed with the people around me, and it hurts when it's like the people I love who are my family. But if it's strangers, it's just like, oh, now we're gonna either make some friends or make some interesting enemies, or there's like an infinite possibility, and I don't have to worry about like permanently ruining any kind of like familial relationship, because it's all just it's no lose I'm gonna go with the strangers. No consequences. That's what it is. Time.
I mean, yeah, the strangers, yeah, are cool, but you got babies, you got COVID. Like, it's 2020. We're talking about today's day and age and stuff like that. So like, if I get on all these, if I get on a flight, I fly Spirit. I don't spend a lot of money. I can't recline. I can't do any of that. And then I got possibility of COVID going on. Like, if I'm with my family, yeah, sure, they're gonna be annoying, but I could just put my headphones in and probably not get COVID, or at least I got family COVID, where it's like, it's I feel like it probably wouldn't harm you as much as like you get it from a direct strain. But yeah, no, I mean, the flight shit, you're interacting with way too many people. You shouldn't even be on a flight. If you're on one of those flights, you're a bad person, says America. So it's a couple things. You're a bad person and higher risk of COVID, and I'm a good person, and COVID's bad. So yeah, Black Dracula. I'm gonna just keep talking until until you cut me off and say time, because I didn't end with a bang. So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna go.
What happens? But the thing is, it's like, am I a bad person for not wanting to hate my family? No matter what, we're always in danger. I work like a job where I go, not to brag, but I'm the head cashier. So I have to deal with a lot of interactions with the everyone wearing masks and lots of oh, God bless you, be safe. And it's like, I'm not afraid. I can be inconvenienced by my nose itching, but I'm not afraid of some stranger and I think that COVID is real, but I'm not going to let that scare me. And if I'm magically on an airplane already, I'm not going to, I'm going to enjoy that. I'm not going to.
I mean, no. I mean, like, where you even, the destination is, at least if you're with the family, you're probably going somewhere better. Like, this sucks, but I'm going somewhere better. If you're on a flight with like a long cross country, it could be a work trip or anything like that. Work trips fucking suck, and then you have to do it and then give people COVID. So yeah, and then you're a cashier, so you're gonna give your whole job COVID. And I mean, I'm just a moral person, so I would never give my whole job COVID. I'm gonna go with my family. I'm gonna quarantine for the 30 days, even if it's not a 30-day trip. I'm gonna just stay inside, but kill all the old people you want. But that's beyond my scope of moralness.
All right. So many great points here about COVID and, all of that. But we got to pick a winner. So, go into the app, into the group, and pick your winner right now, whether you think it's Travis or Katie. And I'm going to plug in my computer because the battery got low. We were all worried about Chloe's computer, but my tablet that I was reading these questions off of just died in the middle of it. So Chloe, doing this by candlelight, did a better job of preserving power than I did, who I had all of you in my
journey,
So
What happens when you move to Tennessee?
yeah, I mean, we have to work on a generator all of the time because we do lose power though. Like if there's just like kind of a breeze sometimes, it's not quite, we don't have the hardy power lines of the north. All right. I'm back on the computer now. Okay, cool. So head in, vote for your favorite, whether it's Katie or Travis, and I'll close that poll in just a minute. And Travis, I was thinking of this because you said that you were going to have a costume and none of us dressed up. And we did the horror movie theme a couple weeks ago. Maybe I should have saved it for tonight. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I think we should plan right now to do a pick a side on Halloween next year in Boston.
Yes.
Like, maybe by then we can all get together in person. That would be really cool. And do it in costume like last time. Like we did that in 2019, and it was a good time.
I had a full vampire outfit, but I'm like, all right, they're not. I'm only gonna put pieces. Like I'm not about to. My cup was my like the vampire. I had the fangs. I got the what's called, but I'm not gonna go full out. Where like I could do if I could be subtle about it, then I'm gonna do that. But
yeah, I hear you. Hey, most of the time I would be all in on costumes on the show, even on Zoom, but I just didn't, I didn't plan ahead like I should have.
I didn't know. I thought you guys would have did it. I didn't know Boston like there's a play it cool kind of people. I thought you guys were all been in.
They shut down Salem, so we're shutting down for Halloween. In retaliation. You can't shut down Salem.
Yeah, Halloween is over.
We're having to celebrate.
You can't fire me. I quit.
Yeah. It's the Nightmare Before Christmas in here. So
things are also just naturally haunted here, so we don't need to get as dressed up.
All right. So the votes are in, and the winner by one vote going to the finals is Katie Baker. So Katie will be in the finals for the second week in a row here.
Rigged!
Stuff. And it'll be Katie and Chloe. So Katie, it will be up to you to choose whether you want to go first or second here.
I had to go first the previous times. This time I'm going to go with going second.
Okay. Chloe, your question is going to be from May Keith. Final question of the night here. And she asks, which superpower is better for a world traveler? And your options are the ability to talk to animals or the ability to speak any human language.
Ooh, this is like a philosophical question. And just a reminder to everybody who sees my blurry screen, my camera phone is still broken, so there's still something wrong. But anyway, yeah, this is interesting. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say animals. It doesn't seem like the obvious answer, but like it said world traveler, right? Like if I'm really a world traveler, I want to go to the places where there aren't even people, right? I want to go, I want to like get into the like frozen Siberian tundra for shits and giggles and talk to some like flesh-eating bacteria viruses or whatever that are trapped underneath the tundra. That counts as an animal, right? That'll be fun. I can be like, hey, what's going to be the next horrible thing? And they'll be like, we will eat your eyeballs. And I don't know, that sounds cool. Or like I could go to the Amazon, right, and talk to like some anteaters. I think they live over there. I don't know. But like if I could speak animal, I'd know who lives there. I could be like, hey, who's around? And then they'd all answer me back. And I think that would be really exciting. Like as a person who speaks English, I can just be an obnoxious American tourist anywhere I go, and that's fine. People will roll their eyes and put up with me, but like you can't speak English to an animal. They're just gonna eat you. So I would like to speak animal.
Well, the thing about that is talking to animals, I think would just make me extremely sad because then I would know all these things. Like, it's not fair that animals don't have this and that would like make me go insane and I wouldn't last too long. Whereas at least like if I'm annoyed with people anyway, then if I can speak any language, then I can just troll anybody anywhere and just like say the thing that will like get them all like, oh, you can't say that, no, and just I'll be up in everybody's gills, and then I can just not be burdened by the sadness of how animals are, and just fuck shit up with my people words. Time.
It's funny that you should say you'd be up in everybody's gills, because you know who would really be up in each other's gills? Me, because then I would speak Gill and I would be talking to some dolphins and figure out that like half of them are sociopaths, which I think would be kind of fun. Like, is it sad? I don't know. Because if I get really sad by what an animal reveals to me, I can just eat the animal, right? So like, there's always a workaround. And I already speak a couple languages. It's overrated. Like, I go to France and I'm and like people are like, it's fine. It's fine. I could speak a scooch Italian. I don't know, whatever. It's just but it's not that interesting.
I wouldn't need to speak dolphin to know that dolphins are sociopaths. Like, not to try to simplify the animal kingdom, but it's like the certain things that I could just like figure out from this or that, whereas the greater dangers around us, like for example, if I'm at the Miami Seaquarium and the stupid trainer, I can like say a thing to be like, hey, fuck, or I mean, Miami's not like another place. Either way, anywhere where there would be animals, I feel like I wouldn't be as affected. The animals wouldn't be as aware of I just want to use my language abilities to kind of cause chaos, and I don't want to cause chaos in the animal kingdom.
Uh-oh, did Chloe's phone die? Or did she?
Are we done? Wait, are we done? Oh wait, I have one more thing to say. I forgot.
Wait, no, I think you did. You did the minute you started, right?
Yeah. Sean messed up.
Yeah, I made a mistake there. I just thought, but like you stopped talking and your screen went blank, and I was like, oh.
No.
Mine?
No, Chloe's. But it still says her name, so she's still online. Okay.
Yeah.
So hey, everybody, vote for who you think won, who you like the best here, whether it's Chloe or Katie. I mean, look, I know you like them both, but just pick one to vote for. They're both great. I understand. Pick one and just vote for her. And we'll figure out a winner for the night in just about 10 seconds when I close this poll, I'd say. And
Honestly, no matter what happens, I'm just thrilled that I was somehow able to do this.
Yes.
I can't believe you made it through the whole night.
I know. It's very exciting.
Very inspiring story, Chloe.
Yeah,
Yes.
this was Hanukkah, right?
Kind of a hero. It's fine.
Hanukkah.
Well, you can take
Um,
it up as the power of prayer and have it published in the Watchtower.
What's happening here? Trying to see if this can you guys see the options on the
It's
poll?
not loading for me.
Yeah, it's actually
That's
not
weird.
loading for me either.
Let me try and start it over here.
Hmm.
It's a
Guess
server
everyone
error.
loses.
Do they both win the 1,000?
Try
Is that a every time
Is
thing?
this like a premonition of what's gonna happen next week?
and
Yeah, we haven't counted all of the mail-in votes yet.
Yeah.
try and
Should we just raise our hand if we think?
We'll do it caucus style.
Or just cheer the loudest? Make some noise if you.
Did anyone else ever watch the show The Wild Thornberrys?
Yes.
Liza,
See,
Power
I
to
don't-
talk to animals. That's the way to go, Chloe. Right.
I'm saying, pretty exciting.
Exciting stuff.
I'm a sad enough. Is talking to animals would make things worse.
I don't think talking to people makes things better, though.
That's true, but I do get joy with not that I'm just like a bad person always. It's fun to say silly things.
You know, it kind of looks like it's a server error. I don't think
Yeah.
it might not be
That's-
anybody's
Yeah.
fault.
that's what I'm getting here. So.
Sounds like a tie to me.
Oh boy.
What?
I mean, it might have to be. I don't know how else we can't get the audience on YouTube to vote without having that poll up. So
As soon as Chloe's power comes back on, the internet crashes.
Oh no, that was a trade-off.
It's power
it's
to
because she did that curse while that candle was lit.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
my-
Though.
we could send it to you privately if it wasn't a whole the big thing of putting it. I mean, I don't care. I'll put it in this group.
I'm
Oh,
gonna just gonna say right out, I'm voting for myself. I know that's controversial. Um,
I was gonna vote for Chloe.
no, Katie, no.
Okay,
You're not allowed to
everybody
do that.
on
Should we go
YouTube,
one
just
at a
write your
time?
vote in the comments. You
Go
can
one at a
write
time.
Katie or Chloe in the comments. And look, I know that some of you are gonna write Zach Jones, but it's not valid. You can't write Zach Jones.
No write-ins. No write-ins.
Yeah.
What about? Can we put Kanye West?
Yeah, you can write in Kanye. In fact, Kanye was on the ballot here in Tennessee. So I know he
What?
Wasn't he on the
Yeah.
ballot as like a VP for some people? Because
he wasn't. I think in some states he was as VP, but here in Tennessee he was listed as a presidential candidate.
oh wow.
Yeah, but I did not vote for him. I mean,
Spoiler alert.
you know. So Dan says Chloe, quote, Pokemon Go battery. Kunya is his vote. So we got one. Everybody else, write your vote in
Go
there.
to the poll.
Because right now we just have 3 votes for Chloe. We have Chloe, Katie, and Dan voting for Chloe.
Well, me too. Oh, you counted me already. Oh wait, it looks like the server might be back. Except it says waiting for show to start.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can do this now.
Oh, I guess we have to start all over, guys.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
from the beginning.
Start poll. I'm gonna write right now. So if you're on here, then go right in and vote for.
Pokemon go to pickaside.com/poll.
All All right. So it's up now. So you can vote for who you want to win here. Like I said, they're both fantastic. Just choose one, whichever one works for you right now.
This was thrilling. I do feel like this was like done almost on purpose because there's an election next week.
It's really added to the drama.
It
I know.
did.
No matter who wins, we're gonna have to call this in for we're gonna have to have a recount. We're gonna have to have
I mean,
we're gonna
clearly.
have a lot of questions about whether this was legitimate, whether all of these votes came in on time. People that maybe voted in the poll the first time and didn't get back on, were their votes counted? Is that fair?
It's very possible. Honestly, it sounds like there's something afoot.
Gonna have to take this to the Supreme Court.
I think so.
I mean, I voted and I'm dead, so.
Visually impaired may have had a problem casting their votes, and they didn't have somebody there to tell them who was Chloe and who was Katie.
I want to rally for.
Is the Supreme Court of Pick a Side Sean, and Bill?
I think so.
Also, the tablet that I'm using is what's receiving your ballots, and I lit it on fire, which is maybe not ethical, but
I want to say a thing. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I want to rally some nostalgia for the butterfly ballot.
The butterfly ballot.
Yes.
Butterfly ballot.
You gotta pick your vice presidents who hated you initially, but then now you guys are in the lead. So then one of you.
Oh my gosh.
Can we,
All right, everybody, look at the results here.
No.
We have an exact tie.
Co-champs.
I think we just have to have co-champions.
Hey,
I'm
Hoss,
fine with that. I think that's just gotta happen at this point.
Yeah,
I think it was foretold in the stars. It was written in the stars.
it's been determined, and and what an ending for one person who didn't think they were gonna even make it to the end of the show because of the battery, and the other person who was the champion last week to repeat and be co-champion this week. It's unbelievable. What a good
It's
story.
pretty thrilling.
Halloween
And can I say, this is actually the second time I've shared a title in first place, because I don't know if you remember, but once way back when in Worcester, you had a show with Ken
Reed.
Ken Reed, yeah, and both me and Ted Pettingale won because you just decided, the both of you, that we were both good. So, yeah. This is the second time. I feel like I've broken a record somehow that I didn't know existed.
Is that the city where Worcestershire sauce was invented?
Sadly, no.
Yeah.
I don't know, actually. I just said that with authority.
I'm
I do not, but maybe.
But it was during the Woo Ha Ha comedy
The
festival.
Halloween one.
Yeah.
True.
The Woo Ha Ha flu?
The comedy
Oh.
Or as they call it in Mexico,
or the
Woo
Woot
Ja Ja.
Nanny Comedy Festival. That's what it was. Worcester Woot Nanny Comedy Festival. So anyways, hey, this has been a lot of fun. Thanks to everybody that was watching. Thanks to everybody that participated in the debate. All of our good friends here. It's good to see you all. And we'll see y'all next week. Goodbye.
Bye, Sean. Bye.